What's up, YouTube.com? And today's YouTube tip is going to be called How to Differentiate Between Constructive Criticism and People Just Talking Shit. Um, now, they're both important because they build skills. When people talk shit about your content, they are providing some sort of feedback, but it's just you need to understand the difference between criticism and talking shit because it's going to teach you how to you should be always guarding your heart and guarding your mind. I mean, that's a Christian idea, but it is also just a good one. It's just a good conventional wisdom as well. You should be watching what you let in your heart and like your mind, whatever, and your spirit, whatever you want to call that stuff. Talking shit is not good for it. When somebody is talking shit about you, when they're making fun of you, the whole point of humor and degradation and mocking is to tell the rest of the society that you are not fit to be in it on just different levels. Okay, so that's why it's not important. So there is value from talking shit. Two different values. You can see where you are the most weakest from their feedback by talking shit because they're trying to poke fun at what they view as the weakest, most easily talk shitable thing about you that comes from what they think this society might also agree with. So then, in that instance, you are able to then see where you may have a weakness in your content, and then you can fix that, or at least avoid a little bit of, when they go to mock you or talk shit about you, when they present it to the rest of the group, the society, then the society will laugh at the fool who's making fun of you because it won't be true. So there's that value, but you should not take them to consideration on the same level. When somebody gives you constructive feedback, you can feel it. Constructive feedback is like, hey, I watched your stuff. They usually try to lead with something to soften the blow, something nice to soften the blow. You're trying really hard. I can tell you're really into this, but XYZ, you suck. Okay? That is constructive criticism. That's not talking shit. Talking shit is more like a degradation involved or like a backhanded compliment or etc. And like I said, how you handle those two things. One, you should, I don't know, maybe you can let it go. I usually just talk shit back, clap back at them and tell them to like, frig off, bro. You can heck right on my butt forever. But anyway, I mean, there's not too much more to say about this particular thing, but it's just, I don't know. It's a very important personal subject for me. And like, maybe it's important to another different type of content creator because I know, like, in my content creation, I've been dealing with a mixed bag of a lot of people who are just like circle jerking each other off. And they just try to, like, they're like hyenas. They roll in packs. They usually, like, will bring a bunch of people together and just come try to just make you want to just make you get depressed, or they'll say anything possible to get you to like feel bad. And that's why talking shit is not very good. It's not it's good for content. And there's people like Mr. Beast that say like you need friends who will talk shit about your videos. It's like, yes, but no. Okay? I know that's what you needed to hear, Mr. Beast, when you were 13, because that's how you iterated on your craft, but it is not the same as constructive feedback. Constructive feedback is supposed to be the old giving the young their wisdom. It's supposed to it's a precious thing, it's a sacred thing, and it's supposed to build you up. It's always supposed to build both people up, you know. I've gone through this thing. This is what constructive criticism is. I've gone through this problem. Here is the solution to it, so now you don't need to suffer like I have suffered. And then talking shit is an attack on you. That's the difference between that. Talking shit. And you need to, I think it's very important as a content creator. I think this is a very important video. Any content creator needs to figure out how to discern between the two and how to handle both of them. If you can handle people talking shit about your content because you don't really care, cool, beautiful, but don't ignore it. It is people attempting to find weaknesses in your content. And it is something to look at your content going, okay, is there any value to, like, is there any validity to what he's saying? Is this weird? Is this like weird to the point where it doesn't fit into society, so society's not going to accept it? Do I care about that stuff? All those questions. And then the constructive feedback is just constructive feedback. And if you get defensive towards constructive feedback, this is where the discernment comes in, being able to figure out what it is. And I'm sure there's other types of feedback that I'm not describing here, but these are just two very important ones. I used to get butthurt when people would give me feedback thinking they were just talking shit, but then after seeing them so many times now they're like this. Like they used to look like this where they're like on the same line, but now they look like this. And I can tell when someone's being a piece of shit, and I can tell when somebody's like honestly trying to give me feedback that helps. Like, and also when people are talking shit, one more thing about that, they're attempting to go up higher than you in the social hierarchy, and they're trying to announce it to everybody. Look at this freak. I am not a freak. Therefore, fuck this guy. And they're trying to destroy you so that they can consume your social status to then raise themselves up, even if it's only temporary. Even them just talking shit about your content is just practice of just talking shit. But yeah, I hope this one reaches somebody. I hope all my content does, and then I get some feedback on my tips if they're useful or not. I just like these are the tips I use to run my own YouTube channels, and like one of them starting to do really well. But yeah, who cares? Hopefully this reaches you. Hopefully it finds you well, and I hope the best for you in your content creation, whoever you are, even if it's just me. Good luck and God bless.